Thank you very much, chat. Now, of course, XiaoWeiXiao just spoke to us in person, but I think his gameplay speaks for itself as well. So we talked about LMQ's sort of 1-3-1 composition, their split pushing being incredibly important. And when you've got Kha'Zix versus Yasuo, highly explosive assassins, really quick decision making, the mechanics of how you fight a battle is actually incredibly vital to winning the fight. This is going to be an entirely slow-mo replay, but I want to set the stage real quick. They're both level 11. Bjergsen's outer turret's down, so we can actually dive here. Bjergsen has exhaust, and XiaoWeiXiao doesn't have any summoners. So it's actually a summoner lead for Bjergsen. On top of that, the items are actually worth about the same amount of gold. It's Static Shiv Ninja Tabby versus Ravenous Hydra. So everything's kind of slightly in Bjergsen's favor, but XiaoWeiXiao still wins the battle. Now, when you start a combo with Kha'Zix, you actually leap in, activate Ravenous Hydra mid-air, land, auto-attack, Q, W, and then he's going to stealth. So let's actually roll the clip and watch what happens. So once the minions start dying off, you're going to see him start the battle, actually. So minions go away, there we go. Auto-attack, there's the burst, and then he pops stealth right there. Can we pause real quick? If we can. Unfortunately, no. So the knockup comes in. Basically, unfortunately, Bjergsen, what he's doing actually is almost optimal, actually. So Bjergsen gets the knockup from his Q, lands a basic attack after the knockup, then goes for the ultimate. Now the problem is, after the ulti ends, Bjergsen actually whiffs 2 basic attacks. When Bjergsen lands, he's going to Q, he's going to start the auto and stop it early, move to the side, start another auto and stop it early again, and then die before he can dash in. If Bjergsen had autoed, then Q'd, then autoed again, he might have had enough damage with crits to kill XiaoWeiXiao. But the fact is that what XiaoWeiXiao was doing this fight is, when he blew his entire combo, he would stealth. Now this isn't an evolved R, he evolved Q and E, but he's using the stealth to basically buy time for his abilities. He's buying time for his cooldowns to come back up, for his Q to come up for the second rotation, for the auto attack to be recharged with the passive. And because Bjergsen has more attack speed than XiaoWeiXiao, any given second that they're on the screen, Bjergsen gets more auto attacks. So the more time he can sort of buy in between cooldowns, the better XiaoWeiXiao is in actually a fight. We can roll the rest of the clip out, and you're going to watch Bjergsen. He's actually going to whiff one auto, whiffs another, dashes in, and XiaoWeiXiao lives with 200 health because of using stealth to kind of get away from the fights, and because of Bjergsen whiffing a couple auto attacks there. So the 1v1 fight, of course, much better played by XiaoWeiXiao. When he gets ahead in that battle, it means the split pushing can't be answered, and as you saw, LMQ had a very commanding win in that game. But we've got more action on the day. We're going to send it back over to the casters at the desk.